Hey, YouTubers, it's your boy Domination. I'm back. Again, the only place to get it, 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 right back to the basics. Ladies, what's up? You know I'm single. You know what it is. This is back to the basic. Choco Deuce, how we do it, Texas, baby. And on your domination. Like I said again, ladies, get at me. I'm single. You know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is. Come cook, kick it with me. I'll kick it with you, ladies. All right, sexy, all my sexy ladies. I just want to, be your one and only. You know what it is. One and only man in your life, for real. And my fellas out there, got their grinding, doing your thing. My boys, hanging out, for we can get some girls and all this other stuff, get the money together and our pocket together. Take care of your kids and your families and stuff like that. Because if real men don't take care of their kids, they not a real man. All right? I know we talk about issues of struggle and pain and suffering, but this topic I want to bring to talk about this issue, called Scar for Life. And it's about, abusive relationships, and between, men in an abusive relationship and also women on an abusive relationship. And, I'm going to tell you like this, man. I know y'all wondering why I got this patch on. I got a red eye, and I'm trying to, put some eye medicine to heal up. But this is not the case. But this is the case. I'm speaking this issue. But this issue right here, that the Scar for Life, man, it's like, I don't know if y'all saw the story, that Tracy Morgan story. I mean, for all you ladies, y'all watch that Tracy Morgan story. If fellas, y'all watch that Tracy Morgan story. If y'all never watch it, man, it's a perfect example of that story, because everybody going through this. It's a whole big issue. For all you women out there, my beautiful women out there, man, the sexiness with the style, the looks, and all that. I don't care if it's black or white. Mwah, this goes out to you, ladies. If y'all doing your thing, whatever, real women. I ain't talking about fake women, but real women do their thing to hold it down, the family, and take care of their man down, and men take care of their woman. You know what I'm saying? Because if I have a lady, I take care of my lady. I wouldn't abuse my lady and none of that. But if you, ladies, if you in an abusive relationship, get out. Get out as much as you can, because nobody don't want to be in an abusive relationship. Nobody. Nobody wants to be around hurting someone, because love don't person. It ain't supposed to hurt, but it hurt like hell. And to the fellas out there, fellas, you know what it is, fellas. If you in an abusive relationship, I know y'all out there doing your thing, trying to take care of your jobs, your kids and all that, and just like y'all do what the women does, get their education on, just like y'all do. They own their own business, just like you own your own business, and you got a woman holding you down, and man, us men, we gonna hold our women down. But if you in an abusive relationship, get out as much as you can, because relationships don't supposed to hurt. It ain't. And the reason why I'm saying it, because people go through this stuff every day, especially domestic violence, man. And it's like everybody always talk about in the news, right? About women being the victim of the abusive relationship. But you will never hear in some odd reason about hearing a man is a victim of the abusive relationship. It's always the man being the bad guy. Cause like I'm thinking, like, wait a minute, I thought women just love bad guys, but they love bad, but have good in them. Not all bad. Just like men, like they like a good girl, but they gotta have a bad in them. But not all bad girls in them. But what I'm saying here, everybody died from abusive relationships and domestic violence. But you know the number one cause of domestic violence to affect anyone, not just men and not just women, what fact it hurt the kids because when they see their parents going at each other like going a woman, their mother going at her husband's throat, and her husband going at the woman's throat, and that affect the kids because they're gonna grow up seeing that same their mentality as they grow up. That's why they gotta, people better they gotta talk to their kids, man, and make a perfect example. They can have a great term relationship between men and women because it's men and women they they alike. They is even though they dislike, but they alike. They alike. Let's be real. They just come from two different worlds. You got women's world, you got men's world. But we gotta let it be known, fellas. What do we do if we didn't have women in this world? We wouldn't be nothing. Just as much as that women wouldn't know what to do if they don't have no man in this world. It wouldn't be nothing. But as I saying, man, a lot of y'all need to see this Tracy Morgan story, especially you women out there, man, because I can understand y'all go through the struggle just like men do. Us men, we go through our struggles every day. A lot of people need to see this, especially fellas. Y'all need to see this too because it's out there in real life, man. Because if y'all don't know, it's a real true story about Tracy Morgan's story, man. Because this guy was an asshole, straight up, low down to earth asshole. Just did not care none about her, and all the wrong reasons, And she married the wrong person, But you know how women they ignore the warning sign and they feel that lonely, empty spot. Women do this all the time, even men sometimes, but mostly women. They just gotta have that certain somebody that's been there. We seen it happen all the time, and especially in relationship. That's one thing that three keys is missing in relationship is trust. There's no benefit to trust anymore. It used to be benefit to trust, but nowadays it's you got club cruising, hopping, and and thinking that's going to relationship because they can't let the club scene go. And that's when everybody knows once you go to the club, it's like the underworld lust. Everybody knows that when you go to the club, now professional club is fine, but local clubs, no, The professional club is for grown and sexy women and grown men. Professional men, professional women. About meeting somebody, the right future and all that stuff. To meet Mrs. Future, sometime and Mr. Future. It's go both ways. But nowadays, it's not benefit trust, man. It used to be benefit for trust. That's another thing that's missing in relationship. Number two, communication. That's a big problem because everybody knows once people, when they get married, a man can change just as much as women. A woman can change just as much as a man. That's when it's not. That's when the sex is all this stuff is gonna stop. They're gonna have sex once a week. Once a week, and that's bad. A lot of men and women do not want to talk about this because it depends how people form in the bedroom. If you know what I mean. If I'm getting the multiple details I'm trying to get at. I need to talk about that next month of unfulfilled satisfaction because men and women doesn't talk about this for their partners. They don't. As the ones who do it right or ones that do it wrong. I will have sex with my woman probably twice a day. That's good enough to keep relationship more longer and keep it more steaming and warm and have some butterflies felt for your stomach that feel like you have arrived and cheap or something for you and your girl, man. You know what I'm getting at, fellas, and even our ladies and stuff like that, and and our women, man, and just like they get us for us because we're their men and stuff like that. But as I'm saying, that's what two things are missing right now. and another one is uh is trust and communicate. Oh, and last but not least, commitment. That's what's missing right now because nobody. I hate hearing saying this from women all the time. Women always say men's are afraid of commitment. I gotta admit, in some reply, majority of men, us men, that's probably true. But some men out there, it's just some men out there. It come from the time that men can't express their feelings as much as women. Women can express their feelings. Men got to feel needed to be loved. Women want needs. That's the only way to keep it feel comfort zone. You know what I'm getting at. But as it goes, that's the three things that keys that's missing in relationship, and it ain't about relationship. No. Then you got stupid shows like Love That Girl and also Let's Stay Together, man. It just brainwashed these people think they got it. Now it's about successful relationships. And that's not what really money should not be the issue about relationship. It's about that man and that woman person together and have somebody. What might happen with better to worse to rich or the poor, or they just forgot about that, what that means. Now it's all about money. It's not about into eternity love no more. It's not about that. That's why 9 out of 10 people going through divorce. 9 out of 10 they go through bad, immature, mentally, physically abusive relationships. But a lot of y'all need to saw that Tracy Morgan story because it can happen. Any of you women out there, just be careful because, and I'm gonna play this song for y'all, man, because by Sparkle and R. Kelly, and it's my favorite list because that song is the truth. It tells real issues, tell both sides, for the men's perspective to the women's perspective. Because there's some real issues going on in the real world, and nobody wants to even talk about this, man. Because have you seen this part that he just stabbed her, in Tracy Morgan's story, just stabbing her and stomped out of her whole pill, medication, boneless body at her, man. This woman can't even walk again, can't even turn or nothing. And look what this woman, her life is ruined behind because everybody gonna say it's always the women's fault, right? And we hear that story many times. But some women just ignore the signs. They want to be loved so bad, but then one thing, and that's why women gonna have in the next couple of future, women gonna have problems get a man. They're gonna have a problem, especially a real man, because there's not enough real men left. Just like men gonna have a problem get a real woman because there's not enough women left. Because you know why? Because people come from some women being scarred out and us and men out here being cut because come from things that real emotion things happening to people, and that's why people do not want to be in relationships no more and just focus on themselves because love can spell backwards and left the O out and put an I because it could be evil. I'm telling you, love can be evil sometimes. If as long as it's a real thing, just be careful, ladies. Ladies out there and fellas, be careful too because there's men go through the domestic violence as well that nobody wants to talk about because everybody gonna have something to say. Oh, you gonna let that woman do you like that? But it's cool to just anybody talk about women go through domestic violence and be the victim, but men can't be the victim. They can, but it's just it's unheard and untalked about as well as much as women. But all I want to say to this video, see that Tracy Morgan story is for yourself, and don't go through the same trial tribulation that she went through, ladies. And also, fellas, got to watch this too because anything can happen like that. Also, for men and women, it go both ways. And all y'all stay safe, all right? And that's the topic I'm just going to bring today. And it's your boy Domination. This is YouTube. This is Back of the Basics. Chunk of the Deuces. How we do the Texas, baby. Until next time, all right? Peace.